Hi guys, welcome back. Yes, if you saw my other video, I'm wearing the same shirt because it was filmed in the same day because you gotta keep things flowing. Work never stops. But in this video, it is a super real, just like not a chit chat, but more just like talking about school and just like tips just for you guys, like for your middle school and high school tips and stuff. If you're in elementary school, where is your parent? And if they're here with you, like, hi parent. But these are just like really like super real, like from like my inside of my brain tips and stuff and things that I went through in school. So I just want these to be like genuine and like raw as they can. So let's get into it. Also, I'm gonna be doing a lot of rambling because if I didn't ramble, this wouldn't be like a Katrina video. But anyway, first thing on here is to try out for any and everything that you want to. So if you wanted to be a cheerleader but you never had any kind of tumbling class or experience or anything, go for it, because the worst thing you can do is just like not make the team. And if you do, good for you. If you don't, there's always next year. If you're a senior, I'm sorry, but it happens. And also, if you do want to try out for cheerleading or anything like that, I would suggest taking like a class, like doing like a tumbling class, like at your local rec center or somewhere. And it's like, just do it like maybe like for a month and see how far you can go. But next tip is like, I get it, you're in school, but stay out of trouble. Like, don't do any kind of, like, if there's drama, go the opposite direction. Like, if there's a fight, I know all about fights and stuff. I wasn't in fights because I was too afraid of anything. But, like, if there's a fight, I know you want to go over there and watch, because that was me. I'm just like, oh, a fight, like, let me go see. But no, like, go the opposite direction. Don't try to pull your phone out. Don't try to get on, like, WorldStar or anything, because you're going to be the one that gets caught and get in trouble. And worst case scenario, get put out of school, even though you weren't the one fighting, but you were there long enough to record it and stuff, and that's evidence. So stay out of drama. This one is really like important, especially like things going on now. And it is to, if you need help, go get the help. Like, and it can just be for like, if you need help with like a class or something, like study wise, go get the help. Or if you need like more serious help, like if you're going through something, like if you have like a really, really bad breakup and you don't think you can get over it, or like if something's going on at home and you need someone to talk to, go find someone to like talk to, and not just like your friend, because your friend can only do so much. Like, I know that's someone you like confide in and stuff, but they're also still like your peer and like your same age, so they can't really do too much, if that makes sense. All they can do is tell their parent, and their parent is gonna go and tell like your local DFACS or the police or something. So if you don't want that to happen that quickly, talk to an adult, because that's what they're there for. And if you feel like you can't even talk to that adult, like, come talk to me. I mean, you can't come talk to me, but like, come message me on like any of my forums and stuff. Like, I have Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. Just like, I have been an outlet for a lot of my students and stuff, because we had a student in, may she rest in peace, she did die earlier in the year, and a lot of the students were talking to me about it because they didn't want to talk to the counselor, but they like confided in me because I talked to them like they're actual human people instead of like a child. And they were just coming to me, they're like, Miss Wright, like, can we just talk? And I'm like, sure, like, let's go somewhere and like we'll talk. And like, we talked about it, we cried and stuff, and like it was settled, because I care about you guys and I care about like things that are going on, because stuff like that, it's really serious. Like, I went through a lot of stuff whenever I was in middle school. I was in like a really, really dark place, and I just needed someone to talk to, and it helped, because now I'm here. Because if I didn't, I might not have been here. So just talk to somebody. Your counselor, your parent, your neighbor, me, just somebody. Go talk to somebody. This one is, I think, is like really good. And my mom told me about this like back in maybe like elementary school. But it's to get on at least 2 teachers' good sides, because teachers, they talk. Like, people realize that teachers like actually like have lives outside of school and stuff. Like, trust me, I work in a school, they talk. And if you're like one of those kids that gets in trouble constantly, like year after year, like your bad behavior from that previous year is gonna go to that teacher that you get assigned to for the next year, like over the summer. It's like a chain reaction. So get on like 2 teachers' good sides, because those 2 little teachers, even though you might not think it works, they're gonna back you up. Because like, you can be like in a bad mood, but just like talk to the teacher and they'll be like, oh, okay, and like get on their good side, and it'll be fine. This one is just, it's kind of like a common sense kind of thing, but a lot of people don't realize it or think about it. You're in school, and like with each grade, you're gonna get more homework than you had in the previous year. And even worse, if you have like AP classes or like advanced classes, you're gonna have even more homework. So do the homework like as soon as you get it, and then also make a copy of it. Like go home and make a hard copy of your homework, because I cannot stress this enough, because I've had multiple times where this happened, that I would turn in an assignment and the teacher would be like, you didn't turn this in. I'm like, yeah, I did. And they're back and forth arguing. And then they had to call my mom because they're like, your daughter's lying because she says she turned in homework and she didn't, and she has all these missing assignments that she says she turned in, but she didn't. And I'm just like, I did this. I spent multiple hours because I hate doing schoolwork, but I had to get it done. Then my mom watched me do it, so she knows I did it. And then as soon as like we have the meeting, my homework magically appears on the desk. So to avoid that problem, make a copy and just keep like 1 or 2 of them with you, like for that class, because that stuff happens. And also, if you do make a copy, make sure you write your name on it first and then copy it, because if you make a copy of your homework and you don't write your name on it, someone can just go ahead and take that and be like, oh yeah, I turned this in, and then get in trouble for doing the whole like plagiarism or like sharing your stuff, and like you just don't. That's like a whole other headache. So make a copy, put your name on it first, and then copy it, and then just have it in case your teacher is like that and wants to like have an attitude and do all the extra nonsense. Okay, this one is for studying, and I think it's like the best idea ever that I've ever thought of. I'm sure someone else has thought of it before, but I'll take credit for it because I feel like I'm the only one that does it. But it's make a voice recording of yourself whenever you're studying. And I just think that's like the best thing ever, because if you're like on a bus somewhere, like if you do like public transit or whatever to go like to and from school, or like you're going to like an away game or something and you have to study, it's better to have the voice recording than to have like your notes and stuff, because like if your binders and stuff, and like that's just like a whole bunch of extra stuff to carry. But just like having the recording, like all you need is your phone and your headbuds, and like that's it. And it's a good idea. So I highly recommend that. Okay, this one's pretty important, and it is to get some sleep. Like go to bed, get some rest, but just make sure you're not doing it while you're in your teacher's class, because that's like, it's rude. Like you don't want someone to like not listen to you while you're talking, so like expect the same respect. If you're gonna sleep in school, like do it in like a class that's not super important. Like for me, I slept in band class, and you're just like, how do you sleep in band class? Like what do you do? And like again, if you're in band, you did not hear this from me, but if you like lean on the stands off the dead giveaway, like slouch down in your chair, get you a nice little hoodie, and if you play like a heavy instrument like an alto sax like I did, you have your neck strap, and like get the neck strap with a little cushion in it, so it's like a nice little like baby pillow, and like you're set. I feel bad for teaching you guys how to like do stuff like this, but that's okay. I'm not in school anymore. I can't get in trouble for this kind of stuff. So use it as needed, cautiously. Okay, this one, it is to not share your food, your drinks, like your chargers, like don't let anyone borrow your phone, your headbuds, like any of that kind of stuff, unless you don't want it back. Because people are like that. Like they're like, oh, let me use your charger. You're like, okay, like give it back to me in this class. They go home like before that class ends, so just like you don't have a charger, or like they want to borrow some gum, like, oh, can I get a piece of gum? I'm like, sure. And they keep coming back like every day, and you're just like, okay, well I don't have any more gum because you ate all my gum. They're like, oh, you're lying, you have more gum. I'm like, no, really, you ate all of my gum. I don't have gum for myself. Stuff. Or like don't share things that are important to you. Like again, personal experience, I was in middle school and I let this girl borrow my phone because she like had to text her mom or dad or something like that. And she went home early. I didn't have a phone for 3 days, and yes, I got in trouble because Mama Right does not play like that. So don't let anyone borrow things that are important to you unless you don't want them back. This next tip is kind of bittersweet, but it's just to make new friends, especially if you're going like into high school, because people change. Like it's how things work. Like you can have your friends from like elementary school like all the way to middle school, but then as soon as you get to the high school, they don't want to hang out with you because you don't do the things that they want to do. Like you don't go to parties, or you don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, don't do drugs. I'm like Dare over here. But just like little silly things, and sometimes like you can get past that, but then sometimes you can't. Like I had this best friend from like all the way from like I think like 3rd grade like up to like maybe 10th grade, And then one day she told me something, and I'm just like, you're supposed to be my best friend, and you're telling me this that's like degrading towards women and just things in general. I'm like, yeah, no, like I can't. Things happen. Sometimes you can like go past it, and sometimes you can't. And then if you live in a place like for me, because we only have one high school and there's like 2 middle schools and like a whole like 17 elementary schools, that's a lot of people. So like for everyone to be ending up in that one big high school, like you're bound to make new friends at some point, and they might live like on the other side of the county. Like for me, like my like one friend that's from elementary school that I grew up with, and then everyone else came from the opposing middle school. And it happens. Like that's just, it's life, it's school. So make new friends. Oh, this one is for you lovely young ladies and young men and like squirrels or whatever who else is watching this. But it is to not get hung up on your little boyfriend, your little girlfriend, your little turtle friend. Like, don't do it, because yeah, it's fun to have like a relationship when you're in school, but also you're there to learn. And I sound like a parent, but it's okay. Like, it's okay to sound like a parent right now, because I am your parent for this little 2 minutes. Don't get hung up on a little relationship, because it's very temporary. And okay, like, yeah, I get it. Sometimes they can last like all the way up to like forever, and you guys get married like out of high school, like you're dating and stuff from like all that time, and then you get married. Like, that happens sometimes. Realistically, no, because like they might do something, like they might go like cheat on you or something, because like you had to go to like a football game because you're a marching band, and they stayed at home and went to like the skating rink or movies or something, and they're kissing on little Ashley, and you find out because someone put on Snapchat, because Snapchat will get you in trouble. Like, just don't get hung up on relationships and stuff. Like, it's not worth it. Like, focus on your school and those grades, because you don't want to be sitting back in that same grade because you're too worried about little Kobe kissing on Ashley. Like, worry about you getting your schoolwork done so you can be valedictorian or whatever and be the great person that I want you to be. So yes, don't kiss on no boys or no girls or turtles or squirrels. This one is like, it's pretty important, like, but only important if your school has IDs, because it is to like as soon as you can. So like either like on open house or like the first day of school, or like just like that first week of school, as soon as you can, like go buy like 3 extra copies, because like ID snatching is so real. Like, I cannot stress it enough. I am guilty of ID snatching, because like that was a sport for me. Like, I would just like go up and sit behind somebody and just like snatch it and like go the opposite direction, because I was quiet, so they didn't know what was coming. But just like go to the little library and be like, hi, can I buy like 3 IDs? If they tell you no, be like, okay, like come back each day, be like, oh, that's my ID. And then you just have 3 IDs. Like, you might have to pay for it, but it pays out in the long run, because would you rather just have like 4 IDs like sitting around your house or like in your car or somewhere, or do you want to like buy an ID like every 2 weeks? And also with your IDs, keep them everywhere. Like, have one on your backpack at all times, like in your little pocket of your backpack. Have one there, have one in your car. If you drive to school, like keep it on your lanyard. Keep one in like a cubby that you have, or like your locker. Keep one in your locker. And if you have like band or something, or like gym, and it's like a constant gym class, like year round or something like that, keep it in that cubby also. So like if you lose it or like someone takes it, you'd be like, oh, I have one in this place, like, and go grab it real quick. And again, if your school is like mine, like my school is kind of crazy now to think about it. Like, if you didn't have an ID, you had to go pay for one, and then you had like lunch detention afterwards. So it's just like there's just like a big why. So to avoid that, keep one with you like everywhere you go. Okay. This next tip is to make sure that if you want to get into like a good school, or like just like graduate with like a decent GPA, don't start worrying about it like your 11th and 12th grade year, because you can just hang that up right there, because it's too late. Like, between like 8th grade and 10th grade, that's when you can worry about it. But like after that, it's kind of too late. Like, you can still try and stuff and like bust your butt, but like those like 8th through 10th grade years, like those are like the prime time to like worry about your GPA. So it's like 10th grade, because that's when like things are like kind of like coming together for you. Like, okay, like, yeah, I kind of want to go to college, like I'm thinking about it. So that's when like you need to do like your SATs and ACT, just like stuff like that. If you want to be in the military, start studying for your ASVAB, because apparently that's kind of like a hard test. But just like start studying for that kind of stuff, or like practice and prepping, because that is when stuff is getting really serious. And going with the SAT ACT thing, for the SAT and ACT, for the SAT, you need to leave, if you don't know what it is, just leave it blank, because it only counts if you get the answer wrong. And then for the ACT, just go ahead and make a guess, because they only care about the right answer. Like, you can leave it blank if you want to, but they just care about the right answer or not. So like, if you get the answer wrong and it's blank, then it doesn't go against you. But if you just get it wrong in general, then it's just like, oh, you got it wrong. Like, it doesn't matter. They count for the ACT just how many things you get right, if that makes sense. So that's for that one. My last 2 tips is for whenever you're cramping and stuff. I highly advise that you go to like Walmart, Target, or whatever, Kroger's, whatever you have, and go to the vitamin section and get, it's called Cayenne Fruit, and it's the Spring Valley brand, and it looks like this. And this is the like best stuff I could like recommend. That it's natural and it's not a drug pill. So I like it because it works like from the inside out, and it's basically just having like a heating pad like exploding in your body, because it's cayenne. Cayenne is hot because it's a pepper, but like as soon as like the shell like melts down, like the cayenne like just seeps into like your body, and it just like warms it up, and it takes away like the pain from like wherever it hurts. So for me, I only take it whenever I'm on my period, I'm cramping and stuff, and it's great. Make sure you drink water. Drink plenty of water, because I don't want you guys to be like me and end up on the side of the road passed out somewhere, because trust me, I was like that. It was awful. So just go and drink water, because if you don't, you'll end up passing out and be dehydrated and go to the hospital and have to get an IV. Okay, so that's everything that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope that it wasn't too like intensely personal, but also I did want it to be like pretty personal, because it's just the things that I've witnessed in my years of being in school. And I just want to help you guys as much as you can. Like, I feel like not a lot of people talk about like super real things in school. They just to be like, oh, like tips and hacks and stuff. But I'm just like, no, like I don't want your little hacks and stuff. Like, I want like real, like be real with me kind of stuff. TV, that's not real at all. Like, it doesn't happen. So I just wanted to be like really real with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And the next video I think is going to be breakfast stuff, because that's important, because it's when you first wake up. And if you're like me, if you don't eat in the morning, you get really angry, or if you just don't eat at all, you get really angry. So let's not be angry and talk about breakfast in the next video. Bye. Also, go check out my back to school video, because it is a giveaway, and check out my other videos that I have going on that are like tied into the back to school giveaway, because who knows, I might have something else thrown into the giveaway. But if you don't watch this video or the other ones, you guys won't know what else I have for the giveaway. So go check those out, because you might be missing out. Bye.